Hey everybody, welcome to Detour Ahead. I'm your host, Mickey Mouse. That's my new name. That's my new identity that I created. I created this character that I now am. It's me, Mickey Mouse.
You can't claim that you created the character.
I made Mickey Mouse up.
That's not how copyright law works. It just means that you can use
Mickey
that
Mouse.
picture.
It's me. I woke up on New Year's Day, and I was like, I'm gonna make this cartoon that I just came up with called Mickey Mouse, and he's gonna go on an adventure where he drives a steamboat and whistles a tune. That was me.
And also goes by Willie.
He doesn't go by Steamboat Willie's like that's just like his code name. He is Mickey Mouse though.
Oh my god.
He drives the boat. The beginning screen literally says like now presenting like a Mickey Mouse sound cartoon or something. Steamboat
I feel
Willie.
like you're wrong. I feel like you're just
Look
being
at
dumb.
it. I'm right. You know how much fucking Steamboat Willie I've been watching this past week? Okay, more than any person should. He was always Mickey Mouse, Alex, even when he was also Steamboat Willie. And I know that because I made him up 4 days ago.
4 days ago in 1928.
No, it's like a period piece. I made it so it's like, what if this is like what a cartoon would have looked like in 1928? It's all part of the bit. I actually made it 4 days ago. Why am I already did this bit on another show. Why did I do it again? I don't know. Welcome to Detour Ahead, everybody.
You can reuse bits. You can reuse bits on shows that don't reach the same audience.
That's fair.
I don't, because I only show up on one show every week on the internet now.
And I show up on like 7, so.
But you know who hasn't shown up on this podcast in a while?
Who?
Our friend Penguinmage.
Whoa. Hi, Penguinmage.
That was your cue to say hi.
Well, I couldn't because Riely decided to talk over me.
Hey.
Because he hates you, that's why.
Because he
He's
hates
trying
me.
to steal the light from you.
It's not real.
Feels
Penguin,
real.
you make him super paranoid that he's gonna start thinking he actually hates you.
I'm gonna be like, wait, do I?
No,
Hold
you're
on.
gonna make him paranoid to the point where he's like, did I actually do something to make Penguin not like me and say all
Yeah,
these
what
things?
did I do?
It's the best
What
host
did
paradox.
I do?
Penguin, it's the best host paradox. You say it enough and you do it enough to where Riely starts getting freaked out about it and
You
thinks
say
it's
it enough
real.
and you do it enough that you cause Riely real PTSD that makes him super fucking secure over his own shows, and he never lets anybody else host.
Insecure
Over his own shows, and he never lets
Not
anybody else
secure.
host.
Secure
You
is
ruined
mentally
it.
insane. You're
ruined
insane
it.
about this. I did ruin it. Fuck you.
I'm secure in the fact that you hate me.
Penguin, how have you been?
Tired.
Real.
Tired?
Real. I've been asleep the whole time.
She just wakes up to do Detour Head every once in a while.
Yeah, she just goes into hibernation in between her Detour Ahead appearances.
I will say,
Pretty
welcome
much.
back to the show. It's been 16 episodes since you've been on. The last episode was episode 50. So,
Ew.
welcome
gross.
to season 2. Or is this season 3? We started in 21. We did all of we're in season. It was a pilot season. Usually the pilot season is shorter than the other ones.
There's not usually a pilot season. There's usually a pilot episode, and then it's just included in the first season.
It was a pilot season. We released a full season. And then decided to keep it going for season 2. And now we're here in 2024 with season 3.
I'm gonna
Nah.
fucking bury myself.
It's gonna keep going.
alive.
The season meme is gonna be great. We got big things coming out for season 3.
Big things.
Possible new guests. Well, definitely
big-
new guests.
Big announcement, I'm leaving the show.
Big announcement.
It's
Well, you
over.
gotta wait till 107. You gotta You got like 11 more episodes to not show up, buddy.
That's fair. That's fair.
77. Anyway, Penguinmage is here, Riely is here, and Alex is here.
I remember when I did that too.
Detour ahead.
I
Riley,
did that
what
to
you been up
Gingy
to?
and he actually fell for it. That was maybe one of my funniest goblin moments.
What'd you do?
When I just like apropos of nothing, like as a bit said I was leaving the show on a Pixels episode. Which like I would never do. If I was leaving a show,
I mean,
I
you
would
already did, though.
No, I did. No, I'm not saying I wouldn't leave. I'm saying if I
You
were
said you
to
would never
leave.
do, but you did.
No, fucking listen. I'm saying if I were to leave a show, I would obviously like there would be discussion in advance. I wouldn't just come on a podcast and be like, "This is it." But I did that as like a joke one time, like a very long time ago. I think this might have even been pre-Alex. No, this was right. This was like early Alex era.
I think I remember you doing that either once or twice.
I think it was just once, and it was very early Alex era, and I said it like out of pocket as a bit, and Gingy like DM'd me and asked me if it was real, so I realized he was falling for it, so I just kept it going for a while.
I do remember that because I kind of just sat back and was like, "Well, I don't know what's going on."
Did you realize that I was joking?
I didn't know you well enough back then. That was very early on in my podcast career.
I guess. Fair enough.
Podcasting, job, career, whatever you want to call it.
Failure.
Anyway, what you been up to? How's your 2024 treating you this so far?
Wait, me or Penguin?
You. Thank you for not killing yourself. You.
You're welcome.
The new year can be rough.
The new year is rough.
New Year's resolutions that you're not gonna uphold.
Yeah, I decided that my New Year's resolution was gonna be I was gonna stop eating a bunch of sugary shit, and then on January 2nd, I ate like 3 donuts. So,
well, maybe next time cut it down to 2.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Just life, man. Nothing of note. Just the same old, same droning experience day in, day out.
Totally understandable, bro. Totally understandable.
Is one of your resolutions going to be nice to me?
Penguin, I'm always nice to you.
Yeah, but you hate me.
It's not real. It's not true.
It's so real.
He's gonna get genuinely upset. He's gonna cry. Penguin, he's gonna cry. Keep doing it.
I've already cried about it.
No! You can't say that.
Penguin, how's your 24 going? 2024.
I worked. I have worked. And I have slept.
Sounds productive.
No. It doesn't feel productive.
You're making money, though. That's good. Money's good. You got that sweet, sweet penguin money.
I do.
It's not as valuable as Kiwochu money, Kolochu money, but you know, it's up there.
I feel like it is, but okay.
Oh man.
Oh man, jeez. Did Alex just like fall asleep? I just heard like a mic boom and then just nothing. Did she just like pass out onto her microphone? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
No, I'm
okay,
here.
no, I am still here. Hello.
I'm here. I just wanted to see where this conversation was going. If we were just gonna jump right into our topic, if anybody else had anything to say.
I don't have shit to say.
Y'all are boring.
Shit to do. I don't have shit to fucking. I don't have shit. I don't have anything. Life, bad.
Spending time with Penguin, bad.
Spending time with Penguin, good. Very
when was the last
good.
time you spent any time with Penguin outside of this podcast?
Never.
There was like a
When was the last time?
fairly
No,
recently,
there wasn't.
there?
No, there wasn't. No.
This is the
When was
last
the last
episode
time?
Penguin ever shows up.
The last time. The last episode I was here was the last time.
That's not true. We've talked since then.
Mm,
We've talked since fucking 16 weeks ago. That's not real.
me sending you your Christmas gift does not count.
We've definitely been in a VC since Detour had episode 50.
Mm, no, I don't think so.
That can't be right. That can't be true.
I feel like it
See,
is.
Penguin, maybe it is
No, there
true.
was like a day
but
you and
I'm
Penguin you guys
overshadowing.
were playing Pokemon and I just like hopped in.
That is true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
No, that was a mirage. Fuck you.
That was fake.
It was fake. You said you're Mickey Mouse. We've never had a DM with Mickey Mouse before, so
Yeah,
Never
that's true.
talked to a Mickey Mouse.
This is the first time we've ever spoken.
This is the
I'm
first time
surprised you're
you've
not
talked
going
to me
all
all
out
year.
doing the Mickey Mouse voice.
I think it's funnier for Mickey Mouse to not have the voice.
That's
I
fair.
saw one YouTube video like right after this shit happened where he just spoke in a very normal monotone voice and talked about how evil he was, and it was very humorous to me.
Anyway, unlike Riely, who never talks to Penguin ever,
Ugh.
Penguin and I always play Pokemon. And
Whoa.
turns out that I'm really, really bad at double battles. And it
What?
also turns out that the Indigo Disc DLC, spoilers, is all double battles. It's all fucking double battles. And you can ask Penguin. Apparently, I don't know how, but apparently I'm really bad at double battles.
I've always known that. I fucking hate double battles.
Yeah, but Penguin has first-hand experience of how bad I am at double battles. Apparently. Allegedly.
I've seen it.
My brain cannot process more than 2 Pokemon total at once.
That's my problem, is I can't do it. I can't do it. I went to go do, like, the Elite Four, and I go to the one who allows your dragon Uber to like fly around, you know, there's a steel type one. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go after you first. I have team built 6 separate times to try and beat this fucking. Oh, Penguin, how do you do it? How are you so good at double battles? I don't understand. I guess throughout Scarlet and Violet, I've just not learned anything from playing against you. Like, not a single thing, except using the whale and Tatsugiri makes you upset.
It does.
Using legendaries makes you upset.
It does.
And using Plusle and Minen makes you upset.
Using
It
Plusle
did.
and Minen should make you happy.
No, not against her in double battles. I swept her team.
Oh.
Almost
Swept
full
by
sweep.
Plusle and Minen? How'd that happen?
In a double battle with plus and minus?
Yeah, but there's still Plusle and Minen. You still kill them pretty easily.
We were playing with baby Pokemon, so
Oh.
that's where Plusle and Minen
That's
becomes
cheating. Plusle and Minen don't evolve. They're not
She said
babies.
too. That's what Penguin said too. Was Plusle and Minen is cheating.
They're like
I
made
feel like
for
bringing in
double battles.
baby Pokemon like implies they have to be Pokemon who could evolve but haven't, which is not Plusle and Minen.
No. Baby Pokemon are little tiny babies. It's size, not evolution level. It's size.
Okay, I'll just fucking bring Mew in then. I'll bring fucking Celebi.
No legendaries or mythicals. That's the other rule.
Only little calves.
Little calves. Komalas. Komala Harris's. The ones that put everybody to sleep.
He's the best.
Kamala Harris.
Komala Harris. Special power is putting Joe Biden to sleep. With yawn.
What Pokemon is Joe Biden?
Oh, fuck if I care. I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
Loki.
Loki. Fat Loki.
Yeah.
Fat Loki is better. I haven't brought out Loki in a while. If you guys don't know any of these references, go watch the YouTube video. I have a couple YouTube videos out of Penguin and I doing double battles. Some of the nicknames are on there. Nothing from, I believe, any of the DLC. There's a few. There's a few YouTube videos out. Anyway, our topic today, if you could not tell, is Pokemon. Riely, what's your opinion on Gen 9?
Good gen. Good movie.
All right, buddy. I know. You got to work with me, all right? I know that you opened up your head and you just squeezed brain juice and creative juice all over this paper that you wrote earlier today. But I need you to learn more than good game. A little bit more.
Well, then don't come to me first. Come back to me, you fucker.
Everyone's gonna tell me the same goddamn thing.
No, she is not.
Penguin, what do you think of Gen 9?
I'm offended, firstly.
What do you think of Gen 9 as a game? What do you think of Paldea, not including Kitakami or Blueberry Academy?
Okay, so base game,
Already with more words than Riely, thank you.
you're welcome.
Hey, I said good game, good movie. That was 4 words. She's only said 3.
She's at 5, technically. Keep going.
Base game, they're definitely still trying to get the hang of the whole open world concept because the world design is very lacking. It is definitely not one of my favorite regions. I miss routes. I feel like it would benefit more from a more structured kind of set path. Like
Yeah.
obviously you could still have like open level design and keep things like on rails kind of.
So, like a linear path, not jump straight to. All right, go have fun. Bye. Get out of here.
Yeah, I think Scarlet and Violet are kind of. This is something I don't hold against the game at all. I hold it in pretty high regard. I think it was kind of a missed opportunity, but it's like I understand that we live in a world where the internet exists. So if you want to go the way that I did, it's the easiest thing in the fucking world. I just looked up a guide as to like what was the order of things by level and just did them by that
See,
order.
I feel like that takes away from the experience, though. The
No,
experience of being dropped into a world unknown and just going out and just doing your own Pokemon adventure, just exploring the world. I really liked it. I really liked running around Paldea and just Paldea and just exploring everything, catching all these Pokemon, trying to find the new Pokemon that were introduced, and just kind of doing the story as it goes. Going up to some of the higher gym battles and realizing, oh fuck, I fucked up. So you got to kind of backtrack a little bit. It's nice. It's like, oh, okay, so there is, I mean, like, there is a linear way you're supposed to do it. There are guides in terms of like level scaling and stuff, but it's open to interpretation. But I see what you guys are saying. Like what
it just feels very empty. Like a lot of it feels empty.
Yeah. Like I do appreciate like the different areas and stuff. I wish there was a little bit more like Gen 8 felt like you were like it was a 3D linear game. I wish this was like you had actual
the
paths
line
to
right
follow.
into the fucking trash can. That's what Gen 8 was. That's the linear path to the fucking garbage.
Oh my god, it's not that bad. Quit.
Like you had actual paths to follow. It was a very linear game. Like you go here, you go from point A to point B to point C. Here you could go from like C to X to A. There was no real like given direction that you were supposed to go, but I feel like when you go into some of these areas, it's just a full open world. I wish there was a little bit more like more forests and stuff, like more foliage and stuff like that you could explore and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just
Yeah,
when
for
some
me. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say when you hop in some of these routes, it's just a big open field with a couple trees, and you're like, well, this isn't very like not hyper realistic, but like other games have more trees than this region does, and it feels very open. But as Penguin said, it's also very empty as well.
Yeah, I
And
think.
sorry,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
I think they definitely could have done more with the open world concept. I think mainly where my take on Scarlet and Violet mainly lies. I hold them in pretty high regard, although I would say that the region itself is not a super memorable one. Like that's not a category where I give it a lot of points. But I liked the story, I liked the characters, I liked the gameplay loop, I liked the new Pokemon, and every other aspect except for the region and the kind of sloppy open world, which I just got around by following a guide. I had a great time. Overall, I think the game's really good. When it comes to my main game generation rankings, Gen 9 is literally right in the middle for me. It's right in between the top four and the bottom four.
So yeah, that makes sense. I think the one thing that they did really really well was I'm trying to gather my thoughts. I think the one thing that they did really really well was Area Zero. That felt like an open world should be linear, yet the ability to go where you wanted. Area Zero, like not only just the music, but just the big cavern in the middle looked very very good. Maybe a little bright, just a little bit bright, but I think they did that very well. I also love the paradox concept that they did with future and past of like new of old Pokemon with like a past vibe and a present and a past vibe and a future vibe. Those were really cool too.
Yeah, Paradox Pokemon, and the Area Zero thing and all that. That was cool. That was good. Good movie. Shout out to Robot Delibird. I'll never remember any of their names.
Iron Bundle,
Iron Bundle.
or in German Eisenbundle, which is great.
Eisenwundel.
Eisenbundle.
I'm also the one and only appreciator for Robo Don Fan. I
Really?
I'd like I like the other one. Like I think the Scarlet one is cool. But I just like he has a little robot smile. It's cute. I like him.
It's okay. You're allowed to be wrong.
He lifts up his trunk and he has a little robot face and it smiles and it's cute.
Oh, that's right. You played Violet, didn't you?
Yes, I
What a
did.
loser. What a loser.
I
Am I
know.
right? Am I right, Penguin?
Totally right.
What a loser. Little future loser. I'm kidding. Violet was cool. I also the story was amazing.
Yeah.
Like Pokemon has never really made me like super emotional, but towards the end of like the very end of the Paldea story, the base game, I actually was like about to cry with the end of the story. It was very heartfelt and amazing. And just heading down to Area Zero had way more story and like gave the characters way more like emotion and like made them actual individuals.
I can name
Than
very
Gen 8.
few. I can name very few characters that I have been as emotionally attached to in the Pokemon games as I am the rival trio in this game. Like they
Absolutely.
did very good with fleshing out their characters and making them just like appealing and like making me like care about them. Like I think the only facsimile I can think of in terms of rivals is like maybe Charon and Bianca. But
I,
like I think
okay,
I
this
think
is gonna come as a
Nimona
surprise to
Arvid
you.
and Penny beat them.
This is gonna come to as a surprise to you. I was
Yes.
literally gonna name Charon and Bianca as well.
Yeah, they definitely were going for similar vibes, and
They don't feel like NPCs. that much.
Yeah.
I would say Barry, not Barry. Barry has a little bit of personality to him. What's the oh, I'm trying not to be offensive. What's
What
the
game? What game are you talking about? Your mic is cutting
Wally.
out again. What?
Wally from Gen 3.
Ah.
Wally had a good, it was quick and it was short, but Wally had a good like coming of age story as well.
Yeah, Wally is pretty good. I'm God's strongest soul. I'm the only defender of the X and Y rivals, but like even they don't come close to
They have
these.
personality, but like, and then Penguin, help me out. Gen 7.
Al?
How?
How? Yeah. He's pretty cool. I like him. Hop really suffered. I feel so bad for Hop.
I like Hop because I
Dude just
argue
trying to be like his brother, and we're just standing in his way the entire time and just pushed him down the stairs every single time.
I gave an ironic argument because me and Odin used to do a sub series on Pokemon Variety Hour called Insufferable Pokemon Media Argument, where
Name
we'd have
drop.
Pokemon debates. And sometimes I would bring in ironic answers for my side of the debate. And I debated that Hop was the best rival because you get to crush his dreams.
That's rude.
That's really rude.
He's just this plucky little guy, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna become the best Pokemon trainer." And then you just kick his ass like 9 times, and he's just like, "Oh man."
He's got a brother complex. I also really enjoyed all the rivals. I love Nimona. She's the best.
I stand Nimona in this house. We all stand
She's
Nimona in this house.
so great.
What
All
the
she
hell?
wants to do is
Oh, I'm back.
fight.
Okay.
All she wants to do is have Pokemon battles. It's cute.
She's Pokemon Goku, and I'm okay with that.
We are the
Yes.
#1 Nimona Stan podcast here.
That's true.
I can't believe we forgot about that.
We are the #1 Nimona Stand podcast. That is what we are.
I believe Nimona comes back, doesn't she, for the epilogue?
Yeah, they're
I would
doing an
hope so.
epilogue with all of them, I think.
No, it's where the last Pokemon shows up. I think. I don't know. I've seen a lot on Twitter, so I'm trying to like not spoil
Them
things.
not being in it was the first of a couple disappointments that resulted in me putting the DLC down pretty quick the first time I tried to play it.
Like, you get to learn about.
I couldn't believe they knew what they were doing. Those motherfuckers knew what they were doing. You can't in a fucking kids game where the whole story centered around you and 3 other people. And then the NPC at the beginning of the DLC is like, "Oh, we're gonna randomly select 4 people to go on this trip." In your mind, as somebody who's played kids games and understands setups of that caliber, you're like, "Oh wow, I wonder who the 4 are gonna be." And then it's not them. Fuck
They didn't
you.
need to be Kitakami though.
Why not?
It wasn't about them. Their story
But I
was
want it to be.
yeah, not in Kitakami. I will say I love the very subtle like Johto vibes I got from Kitakami.
Yes, it was great.
I've
Like,
been to
it
one
was-
city in Kitakami, and it was a city.
So you played like what, 5 minutes?
Yes.
Did you hop off the bus and go, I'm good?
No, here's what happened, okay? This is my complaint. This is the thing. This was my complaint about fucking Isle of Armor, too. They didn't fix it.
Yeah, but Isle of Armor is dumb. These are good. They have their own story involved with new characters. That's the point of the DLC.
Yes, Alex, but it really becomes a chore to play through an entire fucking part of a DLC when you start playing it and you're like, oh boy, oh, we're about to have a good time in this DLC. And then a fucking cool ass like chick character shows up, and she's like, "You can't just come into my city, my city? Nah. I'm gonna Pokemon battle you right now." And then what does she have? She has a fucking level 60 Poochyena.
Oh my god.
God damn it! They did it again. The fucking
Okay,
level.
okay. Listen.
He's still mad about the level 60 shinks that Mustard Boy had
Yes!
in the
Yes!
Shield
And they
DLC.
did it again! They did it to me again!
So did you completely like wreck her shit the first time?
Yes! Of course I did!
See, I really think that you would have a lot more challenge added to these Pokemon DLC if when you get to the DLC, when you got to Kitakami, you take your team and you throw them in the fucking box, and then you run around and grab a new team.
I shouldn't have to
guess what?
fucking Ash Ketchum the game to make it fun, okay? They should just
What
listen.
makes it more fun. You're supposed to play with all the new Pokemon.
Yeah, that's why they add them so you can use
They
them.
don't, but like they're all old.
Pokemon
care.
you've played with for like 30 hours. You go get
Yeah.
new Pokemon.
Do you know why I haven't beat the DLC yet? It's because I'm using Pokemon that I caught when I started it. They're not EV trained.
That's what makes it a little more challenging. It's like Nuzlocke,
train?
basically.
Yeah, and so I'm getting my butt kicked repeatedly, over and over, by the same girl.
Like you can, I will suggest, Riely, get through Kitakami, go to Blueberry Academy, bring back your old team, because I am like I'm literally struggling with the double battle system. Like I can't do it. I'm not good at double battles, and my YouTube channel and Penguin both prove that I am not good at double battles. I win on pure luck half the time.
But even then, even if I do it the way you're describing, it's still the fact remains that if shit isn't evolved, then even the fucking babies that I catch at level 55 in the wild in Kitakami are going to level up once and then evolve, and then suddenly it's easy again.
Yes, but they add trainer aspects to it. Even the trainers on the side of the road in Blueberry Academy will double battle and use items.
No. I know Blueberry Academy's hard. I know.
Well, some of them over in Kitakami do the same thing. They will treat the game like it's competitive as you move up through the story. It gets harder.
Okay.
It starts off easy to introduce you and try and hook you in. They're not going to throw like an Elite Four type battle at you right off the gate.
They should though, because you.
Tag, do you know what my team was for Kitakami?
What was it?
It was a Sandslash, an Arbok, an Ariados, a Politoed, a Ninetales, and a Jangmo-O that I stole from somebody else.
You stole
It's
from
not.
somebody
No.
else.
It's not even. It's just they don't have to be overly difficult. Because nothing in the game really is. Like, I fucking.
Blueberry Academy is overly difficult.
Yeah. Nothing in the game that I've played yet is.
Battles anymore in Blueberry. It's all double battles, and they all use double battle strats.
I know. We're not talking about Blueberry right now, okay? We're talking about fucking Teal Mask. But
Kitakami, yeah.
it's the Kitakami. Yeah, it's not even that the battles need to be like crazy Elite Four level. But like, I know code exists in the game where based on a condition a Pokemon a trainer can have will change.
Okay.
Because rivals are in the game and you choose a starter and then they have a different starter depending on what starter you chose. So I don't think it would be too complex to have the same type of code and for the game to be like, okay, if you've already beaten the game and you're playing Teal Mask, because the reason they aren't evolved is because you can go there at any time in the game. So, like, it should be like, oh, you have all the badges? Oh, then we'll give her a Mighty Enna then.
Okay, but she's at the start, right?
Yeah.
She's at the start of the DLC. Do you know what Pokemon are available at the start of the DLC?
Babbies?
Babbies.
But you don't have all babies.
No,
have
but they
strong
assume
boys.
that at that point you have only seen Babbies.
They don't want to spoil the rest of the evolutions. Especially with
because if it was somebody's first, like
some of these Pokemon. If Gen 9 is your first game, then you've never seen a Mightyena before. You've never seen a Poochyena. They're not going to start you off with fully evolved Pokemon right off the bat. I get what you're saying. You want them evolved because it makes sense at their level, but when you run around the world, it's the level scaling. It doesn't really matter because as you play through the game, they do get the Pokemon evolved.
Okay.
I think you'll have
So
if you just
defeated.
pass one little aspect, though.
It's so frustrating. It should be so simple.
It's 2 full DLC packs that have done the exact same thing, which means they're going to continue to do that.
Yeah, but before it was just one, so maybe they fixed it, but they didn't.
I think you're dwelling on this too much.
I hate it. It makes me mad.
Then play for the story.
But
The story is well worth it. There's more story in Kitakami than there is in all of Gen 8.
That's sad.
It's really sad. It's really sad.
Well, yeah, that's not much of a bar to clear, Alex, so I don't know.
It's not even a full storyline either. They leave you on a cliffhanger until you go to Blueberry Academy.
Yeah, I'll fucking play it. It just really frustrated me because, like, they said
when you play it, you're gonna come back to this podcast. You're gonna come back to Penguin and I and go, "That story was amazing. I really liked the story. I can't wait to play Indigo Disc."
It's just like, I think it was just the frustration of like, there's this cool new rival character with this cool new design. And like she walks up to you like talking big game, and I'm like, all right, let's see what you got. And she has a puppy, is what she has.
Go get the puppy.
Is there something wrong with puppies?
What's wrong with this?
What's wrong with puppies is they can't fight my whale. They die in one hit when they fight my whale.
I don't think this is a hill that you want to die on, buddy. You're gonna miss out on so much Pokemon content if this is the hill you're willing to die on.
I don't want to play press A the game. And that's what it is when they're all babies to murder.
It's not, though. That's the thing. I really love the story of it, of everything.
The story is different. The story can be fine.
If you don't want to play press A the game, switch out your freaking Pokemon. Switch them out. Get different ones.
It's annoying.
No, it's not. That's part of the game.
Go play with new Pokemon.
3 full parties that I've played.
What this DLC has to offer, it's not just the story. It's the region. It's the areas in the region. It's the way the Pokemon interact with the world around them. It's how they spawn, where they spawn, what they do, whether they swim, run, walk. All these Pokemon have their own personalities, and I don't think you're giving them much of a chance.
Listen, which DLC lets you get Dugong?
Okay.
Do you want a seal?
You a Dugong.
I do.
One of us will trade you a Dugong, or even a seal, so you can use it in the Kitakami DLC, so you can play it. Is that acceptable as long as we're allowed to?
I don't like using traded Pokemon.
Then breed it and get your own. I'll send you an egg. Is that fair?
That's still a traded.
It doesn't. It won't. It'll hatch with your OT, so it won't count as a traded Pokemon. It won't get boosted XP. If I trade you an egg, it will hatch with your OT. It will be your Pokemon. With your trainer ID attached to it and everything.
That's how I play the game. I'm gonna play the game. I know it's good. It's not like with the Sword and Shield DLC where I didn't know they were good and they aren't very good from what I've seen.
It's nothing like the Sword and Shield DLC. Nothing.
What the fuck even was Crown Tundra besides the Dynamax Adventures? Like, what else was there?
It was Catch Legendaries, the game.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was just about the Legendaries. Crown Tundra was about the Galarian Kanto birds, and Regieleki and Regidrago. Oh, also Calyrex and his 2 horses. That's about it. That's the whole DLC right there.
Fucking brain deer.
Brain deer.
Reindeer.
Brain deer. See, you still got some creative juices still flowing.
Wow, how creative was that?
Brain deer? That's great. That's funny. Florida-based comedian.
Yes, of course. What if it'd be funny if I actually tried to like do like stand up at an open mic.
I'm surprised you haven't at this point.
You see, I've tried to think of a stand up bit, and the only one that I was actually able to workshop into a cohesive bit was about zoophilia. And I'm too embarrassed to do that in front of an audience.
That's what you know. Start making fun of yourself. Start talking about how you're fat. People love that shit. They'll laugh with you instead of at you. There are plenty of comedians who go after that. There are gay comedians who are like, so I was fucking this dude the other day, blah blah blah, and turns out he wasn't gay, and people will laugh. Like, I don't do the delivery well because I'm not an Ohio-based comedian. But you are a Florida-based comedian. You can do this. You just have to do content that you know about, that you're familiar with, and that gets people to laugh. You've been doing podcasting for enough time to make people laugh. Even silly comments like brain deer, because brain deer is funny. It's a play on words. You are a comedian. You can do something like this. You don't have to go to zoophilia.
I was trying to think of like what's a good stand-up comedy bit, and then I just thought of I thought about cloacas, and it turned into this whole bit about like zoophilia. Like, what are they getting out of this? I don't remember the bit now because I realized I couldn't do it. But
just scrap the bit. You don't need to remember zoophilia bit because it's not going to relate to the people.
listen,
You got to relate to the people somehow. Self-deprecation is the best way to get people to laugh. Or situational
right.
comedy. Fuck it. Be Fat Gallagher.
Yeah. Smash watermelons and shit.
Smash watermelons, dude. Go up on stage, smash watermelons. Be like, I'm Fat Gallagher. You gotta put like a southern accent. Be like, I'm from Georgia. Or some shit like that. Mississippi, Louisiana.
I also thought of like a character to do.
What's your
Like
character?
everything I think of is like I guess doing a bit about being fat would be a good idea. But I thought of like a bit. I thought of a bit.
If you want to get like real introspective, go learn how to play Over the Rainbow on the ukulele.
I invented this bit character, and his name is Chuck Dallas.
Okay.
And the bit behind Chuck Dallas is that like he's like super into Texas, and like he claims to be like this like super like big Texan. He loves Texas. He has pride in his Texan heritage. But he's actually never been to Texas in his life and doesn't know much about Texas at all.
Okay. So he gets like facts about Texas wrong or something like that, right?
Yeah, that's the bit.
Okay. Does he have a voice? Do you have a voice?
Well, yeah, you gotta put on a little southern drawl there. Howdy, y'all. It's me, Chuck Dallas.
Okay. Penguin, what do you think? Chuck Dallas? Yay or nay?
I'm offended.
Why are you offended?
Because of the accent itself, or because I didn't say Penguinmage when I said howdy, y'all? Because you've come accustomed to it.
Because you didn't say my name.
Yeah, instead of Chuck Dallas, I'll just be Penguinmage. That's the bit.
Nah,
Okay,
but
thank you.
then that's okay.
Chuck Penguinmage.
It just didn't feel right.
I know.
Funny though, you can definitely pull something off like this. Like that's a good bit. Especially if you workshop it a little bit, get like a whole bunch of facts wrong, like mix it up with like other southern states.
Yeah, there's something there.
Like you can write jokes about being from Texas but never been. So you know nothing about Texas, so you just like make up shit. You either make up shit or be like, I can't believe Hurricane Katrina hit us over in Houston. Like, stupid shit. Like, people will laugh at that. Like, I came up with that on my own and you laughed at it. Like, situational comedy is great, and I know you can do it because you are a very funny person. If you weren't a funny person, you wouldn't have been doing podcasts this long.
That's fair.
And like, I know your script writing skills are good because I've seen what you can do.
Yeah, that's what I really need to do is fucking write videos, because I am proud of most of the videos I've written, at least to some degree. But I'm just so bad at like starting and finishing scripts.
But you're good at actually executing them when they're done. That's where
once they're done, I can execute them.
this. You can be a comedian. You can be a Florida-based comedian. You just got to put a little effort in. Like I said,
Fair.
Chuck Dallas, that's a funny bit. That's a funny bit. I think that's funny. Workshop it on like a podcast or something. Do like a funny little bit and see what the reception is, or do a YouTube video where you're doing something like that or whatever. But like, you got to write stuff down.
That's fair.
Carry a little notebook with you, and anytime your brain comes up with something like brain deer, just fucking write it down. Even if you don't think it's funny at the time, or like you read it later on and it's not that funny, keep it there. Write everything down. If you think it's funny, someone else might think it's funny too.
Okay.
It's a good idea. I'm not telling you to take Chuck Dallas straight to your local comedy club and do it tomorrow.
Yeah, you gotta workshop it first, obviously.
You gotta workshop it. Try out different characters. Some of it can be entertaining, but you also have to look past the fact that you gotta always assume that people are laughing with you, not at you. Because the minute you think it's at you, then you might get discouraged and you might stop.
Yeah, that's something that I really have to work on. Like, I know if I got on a stage, like immediately my fucking heart would sink. If I got on a stage with the intent to do comedy, like I would probably melt.
I would suggest.
I gained stage. The weird thing about it is like a lot of people who I've talked to who have experience with stage fright, they've never had a point in their lives where they didn't have stage fright. Whereas I, for like a long, like from my whole like fucking early life, like throughout elementary and middle school, I was on stage all the time because I was a fucking choir kid, and like it was totally normal and fine, and I was not uncomfortable with it at all. And then I had to take 2 years off because the first high school I went to did not offer a choir class at all. And then I went to a different high school and I got back into it and I got on the stage again. And it was like, oh my God, that's a lot of people. Oh boy.
See, how many people? Average estimate.
Probably like a few hundred.
Go to a small, like, little dive bar and find a karaoke night. Go with Patrick. Go get Patrick, maybe a couple other friends. Have them go up there, watch them do it, and then go do karaoke. Even if you're fucking terrible, I have seen terrible karaoke, and it doesn't get that bad of a reception as you might think.
I'm not terrible, Alex. Don't even imply that I'm terrible.
I'm not implying.
I just told you I did choir for like 12 years, and you're like, oh, even if you're terrible at karaoke.
If you're trying to get over stage fright, a small dive bar with a karaoke night is a great place to start.
That's fair.
Me, with wearing women's clothes in public, getting over that's my stage fright. The way I got over that was seeing people fatter than you wear less clothes than I was at a goddamn water park. And using that to my advantage and thinking, well, if they can do it, I can. Or looking at anybody else and thinking, well, so-and-so can do this perfectly fine. Or watching a completely straight man go and wear a bikini and think to myself, well, I'm a woman. Why can't I do that? You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah,
it's all about different situations that you're in. Everybody has a little bit of like a different kind of stage fright, but you got to use different situations to help yourself out. I hate singing in front of people. I won't even do it in the car. I'll stay silent. I love singing, and it's great. I went and did karaoke last year, and it was fun, and I had a lot of fun. took a couple alcohols to get me there, but I did it, and it was great, and I might do it again. We just haven't been back yet.
Yeah, I
But
always like.
I think you can get
always.
where you want to go. You got to start small, especially if like stage fright is completely taken over. You got to start small, maybe small dive bar with karaoke and Patrick, and maybe a couple other people. I don't know. It all depends on what you want to do. But like,
I don't
I
have other
think you can
friends,
really
Alex. Are you
achieve
kidding me?
what you want because you are funny.
Maybe.
And like the best part about comedy, especially with this podcast alone, is the improv. I haven't taken a single course. I haven't taken a single improv class. I wish I would, but it's also money, and I don't really feel like giving these losers money. But like,
Losers.
I don't want to give improv losers money. I'm good at improv. On a scale of 1 to 10, how is my improv in terms of this show? On a
It's
scale of
pretty
1 to
good.
10.
Probably
1 to
like
10.
Well, I mean, it scales. Probably like a 9 on a good day, a 6 on a bad, and
Like
fluctuates
chickens.
between.
The chickens bit. That was
a good one. That was a good bit.
That was just let the words flow and see where it takes me. That's all about improv. That's all improv. It's just use the situation you're in and try and think of something on the fly. I hope this is coming off as motivational and not you're a fucking stupid idiot.
Call him A, call him B,
Yeah. But I think you can do it. Chuck Dallas, funny bit. It sounds like it's a funny bit. You gotta work on your southern accent a little bit, but I think it's funny if your southern accent's terrible. You don't want too good of a southern accent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't want too good of a southern accent, but like, if you go on,
let me tell you something. Oh God,
yeah,
that was terrible.
It's funny. That's good though, because he's never been to Dallas. He's not from the South. If you put him up in New York and try and like this is a little too complicated, but like if you try and blend a Southern accent with like a New York accent, like you're trying to fake it, that's funny.
How would you even do that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. My improv train is working right now. I'm trying to figure that out. Hard blending two separate things.
Yeah, no, I don't know how that would work.
I'm trying to put together howdy y'all with like, hey, I'm working.
Well, I mean, all we'd have to do is get Penguinmage to try to do a New York accent, and then we would hear the combination of the two.
Oh, Penguin. We have the perfect person to try this out with. We're helping.
Absolutely not.
Please.
No.
Accent, but New York accent.
No.
Why not?
No.
Do it for Riely's comedy career.
No.
See? Even if you start doing this, you're gonna have.
This is why I hate her.
You back. Oh. You made her leave. How dare you? How dare you? You don't admit that.
I'm joking.
You keep it to yourself. You played to the joke. You played the joke too hard.
Shut up. Fuck you.
You played the southern character too hard and accidentally.
Actually, Alex, I hate. I love Penguin. It's Alex that I hate. What?
You played Chuck Dallas too much, and he said the N-word. Like, that's what happened here. You made her leave.
Oh, I didn't know she left.
Yeah, she disconnected.
Damn.
But like, I hope this is start small. You don't need an improv class to be good at comedy. And that's not Dick Masterson talking. That's literally me. I'm a good comedian. I can come up with good improv little bits. It just takes a little bit. Ohio-based comedian, yeah. It doesn't have the same ring as LA-based comedian, though.
That's true.
I was going to bring this up earlier because you guys never asked me how my 2024 is going so far. But I let it slide. But my 2024 has been blessed my Twitter page and my Facebook page are completely filled with stupid idiots saying the Browns are going to the fucking Super Bowl. Now,
Whoa!
they're not. Like, miracles can happen to the city that lost their team back in the 90s and had to start from scratch and have never been to a Super Bowl. Miracles can happen, just not this year. I don't think it's this year. However, we are going to the playoffs for the second time in 20 years. In 2 decades. Last time, I believe, was 2020. So, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting year. It's going to be cool. I don't think we're going to make it very far. I think we're only going to make it to about maybe game 2, game 3. Game 3 at most, but we're going to fumble. We're going to fail. We're going to fuck it up.
Yeah.
But like game 1, assuming we face the Indianapolis Colts, who are absolutely fucking terrible, we'll win that. And then hopefully game 2 is at home. So that'll be good as well. Because if we're at home, we have a good chance of winning because the Browns always play good at home. Game 3 is probably going to be away, and it's going to be one of the tougher teams, so we might lose that. But that's my prediction for the playoffs for the Browns. I think we're going to make it further than we did last time. Just, we're not Super Bowl material yet. We don't deserve it yet.
Not yet. Soon.
I think you owe an apology to somebody.
Wait, is she back?
It doesn't matter. You should just, you owe her apology for that.
I'm sorry
For
saying that I hate Penguinmage, even though it's not true.
There you go. Do you accept his apology? Penguinmage?
I'm forever damaged.
A poor penguin over here, just trying to talk about Pokemon and have fun with at least one of her friends.
Come on.
Penguin, do you have any advice for Riley's comedy career?
No.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn, just straight up. No, I'm good.
He probably wouldn't take my advice anyway since he hates me.
Penguin, your advice is the most valuable advice in the world.
Wow. Wow, what does that make me?
It makes you stupid.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
At least he doesn't hate you though.
He probably does. He probably does. He shows up here every week because he knows that this is the only thing that keeps me from taking a little vacation away from life.
To a certain country.
Greenland.
To Greenland, yeah.
Taking a little trip out to Greenland. Yeah, you know it's the only thing keeping me here, keeping me grounded every week. No matter how bad the world gets, I can always rely on Detour Ahead to be there at the end of the week.
True.
Except when it's not, and then I fall into an existential crisis for the next week. And then magically the following Friday, boom, all spirits are high again. It's also when the alcohol gets brought out, but I'm gonna say Detour Ahead brings the spirits up, not alcohol.
I'm sure alcohol helps, but
I don't like to rely on the liquor. The liquor doesn't always do the talking. It's not fair. I was going to make a Trailer Park Boys reference, but I'm pretty sure you haven't seen it.
I have never seen Trailer Park Boys.
It's very unfortunate. But
I hear it's pretty good. I'm told.
So, I do have a question.
Yes.
So, with you getting into podcasting and, like, I guess you create your own persona, I guess you could say. But, like, you base your personality off a lot of other people who are around you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
So, obviously, you don't just hop straight into either podcasting, making videos, or doing stuff on the internet without having inspiration from other people. Is there anybody who, like, you kind of take a little bit of personality from and try and, like, make it your own a little bit? Does that make sense?
I mean, it's probably a combination of just like a bunch of people who I like. Sorry.
Excuse me? Did you break another chair?
No. I was playing Snake. And my button stopped working when I was so close to my goal.
Podcast, as always.
Of course, it's a issue I often listen. I've obtained an addiction to Snake. Okay, I'm very addicted to Snake. I'm trying to get 100 points. I just
Is
got
that
the highest.
Dick Masterson in crosswords?
Yes,
Is that key for something?
I'm trying to get 100 points, and I just got the highest score I've ever gotten, which was 90 points, and I would have kept going, but the fucking arrow keys just like stopped working for a second,
So,
and I
who's
died.
the biggest inspiration for you? Like the one that stands out amongst all?
I mean, like,
Asperger, Asterios, Mumkey Jones, like
it.
something
I
that
mean,
someone could trace back. If someone in an interview said, "Who's your biggest influence on how like who's your biggest internet influence in your life in terms of like personality wise?"
it probably is Mumkey. Like I think my internet like my like you could split my internet into like my pre-edgy and my post-edgy era. Cause like in like the early like when we were doing like in RCS We Trust or like very early pixels, like I had yet to kind of develop my edgy sensibilities. And then when I got into Mumkey Jones and then through that Trixie the Golden Witch and eventually Dick Masterson and stuff, I kind of developed my very edgy sense of comedy. And I'd say how that is manifested, I'd say the biggest inspiration for that was Mumkey. And then the pre-edge era, I'd say my inspiration was probably like any grab bag of like fucking Poketubers, like Patters, or fucking maybe even like one of the Blastburn Radio people. This is so yeah. that's my answer.
That's a good answer, and you came up with it on the fly. That's a good answer. I think for me personally, you want to guess the obvious one?
Dick Masterson?
Yeah. But like I guess this came after I asked you the question, but it's like you see people on the internet before you start your own internet career or something that inspires you while you're currently developing your own. You see some of these people and you go, these people are successful. Maybe I could be like them one day. And then you kind of internalize that into, well, I'll take some of their personality aspects and make it my own and kind of like blend it in with what I already have. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like if someone says, I don't know, I'm not going to do examples, but like with Dick Masterson, that's where a lot of the rage came from, which I'm kind of trying out. I'm not really stealing it because it's also funny and not everybody rages on the internet.
Yeah, Dick Masterson was neither the first nor last person to be very angry on the internet, Alex. So you don't have to worry about seeming derivative.
Sphere of influence, he's the angriest. He's the loudest. But like I've listened to enough of him to where I'm not trying to be him, but I definitely took that aspect of it's okay to get frustrated and it's okay to just go over the top on things and over exaggerate things to make it sound funny in an improvisational way. Like my chickens bit. That means fucking nothing. It sounds like a bunch of just garbage. But at the same time, in the context it has, what we were talking about, I think it's very funny. I've played it for a few people, and they're like, that's really funny. How did you come up with that? And I guess, like, the other one would be, like, the earliest one I was with was, another one was Markiplier. Cool, calm, and collected, while also having, like, with his podcast, it would be comedy with a little bit of, like, actual like educational information on wild topics that don't really get talked about on a day-to-day basis. So I take those two and I kind of just do that along with the personality that I've created while doing pixels and learning from you and bouncing things off you as well. So that's where my shit comes from too.
Mm-hmm.
So like you take inspiration from people, like especially like in music. That's why people go to the Hall of Fame. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. A lot of the people there are like, I took inspiration from so and so and so and so, and I kind of just put their two music together to make my own unique sound.
Well, yeah, that's kind of where the initial like difficulty with answering the question comes from. Is I feel like all art is kind of derivative nowadays, especially art in the realm of like comedy and like that kind of stuff. Like, but shit, I'm speaking like a dumbass. I'm sorry, but
Don't see. Okay, so let's do a little workshopping now. Don't
okay.
apologize. Just keep talking. I
Yeah,
fumble my words and I get marbles in my mouth a lot, and this podcast is a very good example of that. Where I'll literally mute my mic and just like get my thoughts together for a minute, or I'll literally just go blah 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 and then restart. Don't apologize because it's fine. Nobody's gonna be like, "How dare you fucking say that? How dare you mess up your own words in your head?"
yeah. I feel like most artists at this point are kind of just like a hodgepodge of what they consumed. Like obviously, if I like listed my inspiration, there's like a million. Like all the people that I watch a lot play into my content personality, like Mumpky and Trixie and fucking Dick and the Game Grumps. Like there's a lot of people. Asterios, yes.
But see,
Uh,
like, you could also look more into Asterios and some of the bits that he's done in the past, especially on Old Biggest Problem with Maddox, and be like, okay, so he's doing this, this, and this. What if I take a little bit of that and I go do Chuck Dallas?
I mean, that's definitely when I think of like doing like comedy as like a character, that's definitely where I'm getting it. Like I think anytime I've done like a character bit, it's been very heavily inspired by Asterios's bits. Like
That's good,
even
Fun.
fucking like Vito Game's definitely was originated because I wanted to do a character bit like Asterios.
Yeah, I caught on to that after listening to Old Biggest Problem. But like, it's okay to take inspiration. You don't have to, especially with how many people are doing things nowadays. It's okay to take inspiration, but you can't. You're not going to go anywhere if you look at someone and go, "I'm going to be exactly like you. I'm going to be the Asterios 2.0." Because
So
then
you don't have to shit on largest issue in the galaxy like that, Alex. I understand. And
because there's also a thing called parody as well.
would that be a parody? I don't know if that would be a parody.
It's a fan podcast.
Yeah.
Dickheads podcast. That's basically just rehashing everything on the Dick Show.
Wait, but we're like a fucking wrap up show for the Dick Show. Like that's what the show is. Largest issue in the galaxy was just like, what if I made biggest problem in the universe?
That's fine though. Like that's considered a fan show.
That's fair.
That's okay. I'm talking about if you want to do stand up, you don't try and be like these like you don't try and
Yeah,
be
I'm not just gonna recite Asterios' stand up bit about the Ninja
not even
Turtles
that,
glasses.
you don't try and be exactly like them. You take inspiration from them. You take a little part of them and mix it with a little part of a couple other people and then mix all of those little parts with who you are as a person to elevate yourself a little bit. Like
Yeah.
I've definitely taken inspiration from people and I'm able to sit and have a full conversation because of the podcasts that I've done. Like I've definitely taken inspiration from you and Gingy because you guys built my podcasting career basically with Pixels.
That's true.
Because I would be a completely different person on Detour Ahead if I never did Pixels. Like if you came up with Detour Ahead and hit me up because I never went on Pixels and I was just kind of hanging out and I was a cool fan and you were like, "Hey, come on this show." I wouldn't be as coherent and as coherent and as funny as I am on this show, assuming I am funny on this show.
You're
So
funny in this
I
show.
think you can do this. All stems back to I think you can go for a comedy career. It might not pay a lot. Don't quit your day job, but definitely try it out. See where it goes. See where it takes you. If that's something you want to do, fucking go for it.
Yeah, on stage comedy is cool. It's definitely something I'm interested in. I think obviously the dream is like internet comedy. Like that well, that's obviously what I've been trying to do.
You've been doing that for years. That's
well, yeah,
what I'm
but the
trying
dream
to
is like
do.
making a career out of it is what I mean. Like a real career.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Get the Detour Ahead Patreon popping off enough that I can quit my day job.
But I mean, that is, I guess, a lot of people's goals. Not everybody hits it, but
I think we killed Penguin, who I do not hate. For the record, let the record show.
Record already shows that you do.
Damn it.
Penguin, do you have
Foiled
anything
again.
to comment on this?
Do I have what?
Do you have anything to comment on this past conversation at all, or no?
No, that's why I've been muted.
I'm sorry. Riely kind of just took over.
Don't
I
blame him.
took over.
Don't blame him.
Don't blame him. He's the one who said he hated you.
Wow.
On him. It's all his fault.
Wow.
No. He can hate me and still not be blamed.
So it's my fault.
Yes.
Nobody said that.
You're implying
I
it.
said that.
Well, Peg said that.
Anyway. Yeah. Oh, we're not even at an hour.
The realization.
It seems like we've been going for 2 hours because the conversations have been really, really good. Riely, play the fucking DLC, man.
I will.
Just go catch some babbies. Go catch some babies out in the wild.
I caught a babby. I'll catch some more babbies.
Scrap your team. Take your Paldea team and put it in the box. Get rid of them. And
Throw
go
'em
get
away.
a whole brand new team. Take an hour, a couple hours, run around Kitakami like a chicken with your head cut off, and just throw balls at things and just see what sticks. See what gets caught, buddy. I really think you'll enjoy the storyline. The storyline is good. The characters are really good. If anything, these characters, Penguin, correct me if I'm wrong, but some of the characters stand up to the original trio. Maybe not as good, but they are up there in terms of personality.
I am interested in that one rival character. I guess both of them to an extent, but mainly the girl was more interesting.
They're both good.
They're both good.
I've heard that you also. I've heard that you similarly to Hop that boy gets his dreams crushed.
Unfortunately. But like the thing about this is like with Gen 8, you had Isle of Armor storyline, and then you had a brand new storyline over in Crown Tundra. You play Kitakami, and you go, once you finish Kitakami, you basically, the story immediately picks up over in Blueberry Academy. The story continues. It's literally a part 2.
Yeah, I'll play it.
You should. I think you're going to really enjoy it. I would love to, once you finish it, I would love to hear your thoughts on it because I think they're great. At least I want to hear about Kitakami.
I mean, Kitakami. I've talked to other people about the DLC as well, and I think the consensus of the other person I've talked to about it most is that not Kitakami itself, he liked the region, but that Teal Mask was bad and that Blueberry Academy is great. So that's the one I'm looking forward to.
Reasoning.
I mean, I guess he just like wasn't into the story, not the story, but like he just wasn't into the gameplay. I guess didn't grip him. There wasn't as much there. It was probably pretty similar to how I felt, where it just like wasn't providing a challenge, and then
The challenge is there.
did.
The challenge is there. If you're focusing the challenge of the whole DLC on the first couple battles, then that's not fair. Besides, if you're looking for challenge and you don't like Kitakami, just struggle through it and you'll get to Blueberry Academy where everything is completely taking me down, and I've been playing Pokemon for almost 15 years.
I know it's gonna be a bitch when you get to that part at Blueberry Academy where it's like you have to use Pokemon you caught here. Oh God.
Yeah, that's the struggle. They're using double battle strats. Okay, so the whole thing is like it's an Elite Four type situation. There's one Steel type trainer. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So what's good against Steel? Right, fire and ground, and fighting.
Yeah.
You start off if you bring fire because you're like, oh, you're a Steel type trainer. I'm just gonna bring fire. Boom. Alolan Doug Trio with Earthquake kills your whole team. Done. And you're like, oh, okay. So I'll bring fighting. Nope. Skarmory. Go fuck yourself.
Like, what about Talonflame, though? What if you bring a Talonflame?
She also, in terms of other fighting types, has a Reuniclus. For no fucking reason.
Just for fun.
Just for fun to take out the... That's why I'm having trouble with her, because she has stuff to counter the entire fucking team. And on top of that, you need to be building up a team for the one Elite Four member who only allows you to use Pokemon not transferred, Pokemon only caught in the terrarium in Blueberry Academy. So if you're looking for a challenge, Blueberry Academy has the challenge.
Yeah, I know.
Actual competitive double battles. With like the Skarmory is holding like a Rocky helmet.
Yeah, that actually scares me.
Leftovers. Like there are actual double battle strats played out. Especially even with some I have had trouble with some of the trainers on the just out in the world. Not even just the Elite Four. Just some of the trainers use double battle strats with items. Like I thought this was gonna be all weather based. No, it's literally double battle strats like VGC.
Yeah, it's I'm bad at double battles, so that's scary.
It's frustrating, but this is literally what people have been asking Pokemon Center for, is give us hard, give us challenging. Maybe I'm fucking stupid, but I don't know if this DLC is going to take me a while, which is why I haven't touched it, because it's frustrating as hell.
The thing that is challenging in the wrong way, damn it. I want challenging single battles, you fuckers. I don't play doubles.
Super effective, brother.
I don't play VGC, I play fucking OU. Come on now.
My brother in Christ. I gotta start getting in the habit of being on my best behavior for Penguin.
You gotta practice.
I gotta practice. I gotta be nice. I gotta not say my brother in Allah.
Allah.
Stop.
Not here yet. The people aren't here yet.
Yeah, but I don't need a whole thing where you go and pull up our music bot and put it on the call to prayer and start speaking Arabic.
I don't even know how to begin to speak Arabic. You think I know how to pronounce that shit?
You just make noises, dude. That's how you imitate other languages. You put an accent on and you just start speaking gibberish. That's it. That's how you speak other languages. As a white American, I should clarify.
Listen, I'm black and white, okay?
Penguin, I promise we'll be on our best behavior when those two show up.
I don't believe you.
I promise. I've been good this episode. I've tried. I'm doing good. Please.
I've been too zonked out to notice this until now. Your mic's fucked up, I think.
Who, me?
Yeah, you sound really blown out.
That fuck with my mic? Hold on.
I don't want another mic destroyed by free speech situation.
Is this any better?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. I don't know what was going on, but I need to
Apologize
get a
to
new
our
microphone.
listeners for that being awful the whole time and me being too insert word here to notice.
I need to get a new microphone. I need to get one of those. I got colo money now, like good colo money. I need to get like one of those good microphones because this one has a shitty metal pop filter on it. I need to get a good one, but I might wait till the apartment comes so I can just toss this and get rid of it.
Throw it out
I don't
into
know.
the
I might
trash
save it.
can.
I might save it just in case someone else wants to come on, and I don't want to have another another Rachel situation where we're using the same microphone. If I can hook up two mics, that would be fucking fantastic.
And there's the overlapping issue.
Overlap how? They're both.
If you're both in the same room, then the mics are both going to pick up both of you. You silly
That's fair.
goose.
I mean, you can turn down the thing, so the sensitivity on the microphone.
Yeah, that's true.
But is there anything that you're looking forward to about the DLC? Anything that caught your eye on Twitter, Facebook, anything people have told you about stuff, anything you're looking forward to.
The Blood Moon Nostra Luna thing looked pretty cool.
He does look really cool. He's also like
He
9
looks
feet,
cool, and like the boss
10
fight
feet
looked
tall.
cool. I liked the
boss
Legends
fight?
Arceus, the Blood Moon thing.
What do you mean?
When you fight Ursaluna Blood Moon, and
Yeah,
it looks like Legends Arceus,
no, it's just a regular Pokemon battle.
but it has like the Legends Arceus health bar and music.
Oh yeah. That's like the Titan battles.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like that.
it was
I was like,
cool.
Legends Arceus? What? You're not running
Saw
around.
it.
I wish they would bring back Legends Arceus. Do you think we're gonna get a Unova game after
Yeah,
this?
1,000,000,000,000%. There's no fucking way that we don't.
I'm kind of excited for a Unova game. It might. This
The
is my
question is, are they going to pawn it off on Ilka, and is it going to be shitty?
I don't think they're gonna do Ilka again. I really don't think they're gonna let it happen again. I don't think so. Considering the negative feedback that they got from in regards to BDSP, I don't think Ilka's gonna do it again. And if they do, Ilka's gonna do a better job this time. But I really don't think that they're gonna let that happen again. Unless Game Freak wants to do another Legends or Let's Go game. Because there's also rumors that we're gonna get Let's Go Meryl and Pichu.
They're not going to do that.
I don't think they're gonna do another Let's Go game. I really don't.
Also, they're not going to as much as I think they might do another Let's Go game, but like obviously there's like the meme of like Pichu and Meryl or like fucking Togepi or whatever. It's just going to be Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee too. Like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee were in Johto this time.
That makes sense because you are in
They're the
Kanto still
mascots.
too. You are still technically connected to Kanto.
It's gonna be Let's Go to Johto Pikachu and Let's Go to Johto Eevee.
Why are you saying Let's Go to Johto? It's Let's Go
That's the
Johto.
name of the game.
Let's Go Kanto.
It's called
Johto.
Let's Go. It's not called Let's Go Kanto. It's called Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
Because they didn't plan on making a second one.
They're making the sequel, and it's in Johto this time, so it's Let's Go to Johto because it's
There's
Let's
no need
Go.
for it's Let's Go Johto. It sounds better.
Yes, but it's not like wordplay at all. It's just Let's Go within the region.
Game, and it's not by this or that. It's just Let's Go Johto.
I'm gonna fuck that. Are we over an hour yet? I'm gonna fucking slam my head into a brick wall.
Nah, we got time. Keep going.
Do we? Okay.
Why does Craig say it was? Why are
Geark is
Craig
wrong.
and Geark way
Geark
off?
is wrong. Pay attention to Craig. Geark is wrong. It's always wrong. It's always wrong.
Oh, then we're coming up on 2 hours. Then why is Geark so bad?
Holy shit. You fucker.
All right, I guess we can end it then. If Penguin doesn't have anything else to say about the future Pokemon game.
Penguin.
I hope Little
Penguin.
Cap is there.
Lil Calf, yes.
I hope they just go balls to the wall and do Black and White 3. That's what I really want.
That's another possibility is Black and White 3. There's
It's
also
right
rumors
there. You did the
the
sequel. The sequels didn't sell well, but they're one of the most critically acclaimed games in the series. You did just do Black and White 3. Just do it.
It does sound like they're gonna set that up, especially with like there's the fan theory right now is that Blueberry Academy is future Unova.
Well, it is Unova, right? We know that.
Well, no, it's past the events of Black and White 2.
Oh, well, yeah.
So chronologically, we'd get Black and White 3.
Unless they just do a remake, which is probably what's going to happen.
Unfortunately, but
I mean, as long as they build it in fucking Scarlet and Violet's engine and it's them making it, then I'm excited.
yeah. But if it's Elka doing shit with BDSP, then
I
gonna
will
be-
buy it because I'm a
it's gonna be a
sucker, but it won't be good.
oh, well, yeah, Elka could come out and go, yeah, we're doing the exact same thing as BDSP. It's gonna be Black and White original, not Black and White 2, because fuck you, we don't like that at all. We're just gonna do Black and White. We're just gonna remake it in the style of BDSP. Little chibi guys, you guys loved them. You ate it all up. You gave us our money. Fuck every single one of you. We're gonna do it this way. We don't care. We don't want any of your feedback. I'd still fucking buy it. But there's nothing that will stop me from supporting Pokemon.
You can leave your complaints in the suggestion box, but I don't check that shit.
No, it's just the suggestion box is literally just a hole cut out on the top of a trash can. I hope we don't go back to Chibi. I really don't. I really hope we just, even if they do it in like old pixel style, I would love to see a Switch game that's like the pixel standard style, kind of like that. But I know we're never going to see that again with sprites. But
Yeah,
anyway,
because like Black and White had some of the. I think I'm pretty sure Penguin has stated disagreement with this in the past. But in my opinion, I think Black and White were some of the were just like some of the most beautiful games due to
Ugly.
their
So
beautiful
terrible.
sprite work that
Disgusting.
is
Hate
really
it.
good. And
Worst to ever exist.
alright, we
They,
gotta
they
this
said
sprite work
let's
is beautiful.
most-
Sprite work is very
let's do
good.
the ugliest Pokemon games, and they put out Black and White.
Not real, not true. The ugliest Pokemon games are fuck.
Gen 1 and 2.
You take half of that out of your fucking mouth right now, or I'll kill you.
Original.
Okay, good. You fixed it. You fixed it.
Original. Red, blue, gold, silver, crystal.
No, whoa,
No.
whoa, buddy.
I'm hating on the original games. I'm not hating on the region. If I want to go play Johto or
aesthetically,
Kanto,
gold, silver, and crystal still kick ass. Just because they're 8-bit doesn't mean they look bad. For what they are, they look amazing.
Yeah,
the
but I
sprite
could
work
just
is so inspired in gold, silver, and crystal.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and get the full experience.
I don't give a shit about Heart Gold and Soul. Fucking throw your Heart Gold and Soul Silver in the fucking trash can, bro. I don't want it.
I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna give it to you anyway. My first shiny's stuck over there. Fuck you.
I own a physical copy of Soul Silver in case.
Oh, good for you. I'm so proud of you. Throw it away.
Okay,
Throw it away. Get rid of it.
I will.
No, you
Throw
won't.
it away.
I'll throw it away on eBay for $500.
GSC Stan.
Yeah, the originals are more inspired and charming.
I wouldn't say more inspired.
I think in general remakes usually aren't very inspired.
They're inspired by the original game. What more inspired?
Yeah, but they're not. Inspired is like inspired to do something creative, whereas you're doing a remake. You're just like, oh, that thing.
Or Mega Evolutions, or Z moves, or Gigantamax, or putting little crystal crowns on Pokemon, or having open world, or 3D models.
Sure.
More inspired than that?
Yes.
Gold, Silver, Crystal is more inspired than that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Have you seen the Pikachu sprite from Gen 2? It's so cute.
Thank you, everybody, so much for listening to another fantastic, comedy-filled, unhealthy podcast episode of Detour Ahead.
What do you mean? This is a 4-hour podcast now. We have 2 more hours.
No, we don't. I don't. I gotta go to bed.
Okay, you can hang up then. Me and Penguin will we'll keep it going.
No, because I'll just cut it out and post it to YouTube.
I edit this.
We'll have 2 versions: Riely's version and Colo's version.
You don't even have access to the. Oh wait, yes you do. OBS.
Yeah. Besides, you're not gonna let one episode not go up on YouTube. Of
course not.
You know how bad that would look for both of us.
Very bad.
It would look bad for you, considering there's now an audio recording that says you do the editing and you send me the audio and the thumbnail so I can upload on my YouTube channel.
True.
I'm not gonna fuck with the audio. I'm really tired and my energy level is dropping. So
energy depleting.
Besides, it's past 10:30. I have to get up in like 6 hours because unfortunately the corporate pigs decided to take my Saturday away from me against my will.
Click on the link tree in the description or type it into your address bar, linktr.ee/Riely Cinematic Universe. Tons of cool stuff. The Issue Crew, fucking YouTube channels. I gotta put pixels in there. Cool stuff for you and your friends.
Patreon at patreon.com/detour ahead.
That's right.
Give us money. Give us money. If you give us money, we'll do something. I don't remember what our tiers say, but
it says on there what we'll do.
We'll do something. I can guarantee you we will do something if you give us money. I just don't know what we'll do right now. If you haven't been listening to it on the YouTube channel already, all episodes go up on the YouTube channel on Wednesday mornings at 12 a.m. That is youtube.com/ I believe Colochu54. The actual YouTube channel is Colochu if you're not already listening. Penguin, you want to plug something?
Nope.
Penguin, do you want the imaginary plug in the description below or no? Do you want nobody to be able to ever find you ever again?
I'm linking her Twitter no matter what she says. She can't escape.
You can if I change my Twitter and block you.
That's true.
I'm doing it as we speak.
No.
You can find Penguinmage on Twitter at Penguinmage93.
That's not true.
You don't.
That's incorrect.
Penguin, do what I do and just create a second Twitter account that Riely still hasn't found yet.
Howdy, y'all. Y'all can follow me at Zardnaxella on Twitter.com. That's Alexandra backwards with a Z in front of it. Howdy, y'all. I'm Penguinmage.
See, why do you have a good southern accent there? And then when you try and be Chuck Dallas, your accent just completely goes away.
Because he doesn't hate Chuck Dallas like he hates me.
Just hate Chuck Dallas. That's all you gotta do to make it funny. Do Chuck Dallas.
Goodbye. It's over.
Before we go, do Chuck Dallas right now.
Meow. Let me tell you something about the great nation of Texas.
Your southern accent like nearly completely goes away if you're not doing Penguin.
What is the voice that I'm not even doing a southern accent. I'm like doing it shitty.
Are you purposefully doing it shitty?
No, this is me actually trying. The Penguin one is shitty.
You're the shitty one for Chuck Dallas.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Chuck Dallas. I can't do it now. I can't do it on command.
Hi, y'all, I'm Chuck Dallas. You gotta like put that southern drawl in there.
Howdy, y'all.
Hey,
Well,
all right, get out of here. Get out of here. We're done.
yeah, here. Goodbye. It's over right now.
It's over. Get out of
Everybody,
here. We're
get out of
done.
here. You ain't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
Patreon.com/detour ahead.
Fuck you.
For $1 a month, we'll tell you
To jump
you.
off of a cliff.